Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Monday morning, March 30th, and it is 3:29 in the a.m. So, as I shared in my first video for this morning, I spent some time just chit-chatting on a live feed uh, this past weekend, and just gained some insight into the general thought process of folks in the LGBTQI community. And for those of you who don't know that phrase, it's from a video that I saw where a little girl was, she saw the LGBTQIA, the alphabet soup label, and pretty much in her enthusiasm and youthful exuberance was telling whoever was driving the car, look, it's the legitimate choir. Yeah, my guess is he was either in France or in Canada, because it had a heavy French accent, and now a co-worker and myself referred to it as the legitimate choir community. Um, that being said, there's a lot of optimism, albeit jaded optimism. I want to say that's a New Yorker mindset. For me, that's how I identify it, a New Yorker mindset. I hope it happens, but I know it probably won't. That's the kind of phrase that you use in jaded optimism. Hopeful, pessimistic. Hopefully pessimistic, I should say. So that being said, I heard a lot. I saw a lot. Because not only do I listen, I think I'm more in tune to observation. I'm more apt to observe the body language that goes with the words, because, again, if you've ever spent any time with me, if your walk doesn't line up with your talk, we're going to have a conversation. And as one of my mentees used to say, you don't sugarcoat nothing. It's not my job to. Why would I sugarcoat poor behavior when you expect the best from me? That's why you came to me. Why would I continue to co-sign what others have been? But you know there's something wrong. I don't get that. And I had to tell somebody, and you've heard me say this phrase often enough, I'm going to need you to hold on to that energy that you presented, because that's what's going to get you through. I'm out. When I say that statement, I'm out. Because you've told me you don't want help, or you definitely don't want my help. So why waste my time in something that's transient and temporal? Any relationship, and notice I use the word relationship, and I'm not talking about it in the sexual sense. Any relationship that I enter into, I'm hoping for longevity, loyalty, and first and foremost, honesty. If you can't present that, why am I wasting my time? Better yet, because I am who I am, and I like to use the word integrity and have integrity in its use, I'm going to save you the trouble. We don't have to waste anybody's time. Nice meeting you. Have a nice day. And see, people invest a whole lot of stock in people that they don't know. And why don't you know them? You could care less. You're trying to get your needs met. You know, I watch a lot of crime shows, and one of the very first statements that people make is, I didn't know. You didn't ask the right questions and you didn't pay attention because a need was being met. And so, and I've told people this statement in life too. It's like a lot of people that you call friends hang around you because they benefit from you staying sick or you staying in whatever behavior that meets their needs, and you never stop to ask the important questions. Because you're being validated by their presence, just their presence. Oh, I learned that lesson, and every so often I get caught slipping and have to repeat it. You know, and when I'm repeating a lesson, I hear my mother's voice. This person is not your friend. And for anybody who has ever had that sage wisdom from a parent, please listen the first time. It can save you a whole lot of aggravation. Yeah, I heard and saw some things. I heard and saw some things. I'm just going to leave it at that. Again, I appreciate my age and the sage wisdom that I've obtained to get to be this age. And I thank the people who have paved the way. And some of y'all say, oh, KB, you have a lot too. Yeah, I do have a lot too. You fill in the blank. And hopefully I'll get a few more years on this big blue marble. A few more spins around the sun to get to the lot two.